A lot of people talk about the great Tomb Raider reboot from 2013, and yes, that was a fantastic game, but a good 7 years before that, Tomb Raider had already been rebooted to make up for the mediocre reception of many games that followed Tomb Raider 2. Now was the time for Crystal Dynamics to take the wheel of this popular series, bringing Lara Croft to, among other places, a Nintendo home console for the first time. It's Lara Croft Tomb Raider Legend for the GameCube. The story centers around Lara uncovering mysteries and conspiracies surrounding King Arthur's Excalibur, the disappearance of her mother, and the death of a friend from a previous expedition. It's actually a very interesting story that'll keep you wanting to play. A good mix of historical fiction, drama, and adventure, all made entertaining by Lara's quest and her interactions with other characters. To get to the bottom of all this, Lara has to fight a ton of bad guys, be an expert climber, and solve the many puzzles of the tombs she breaks into.
No problemo.
Looking at this as a game from the 6th generation coming to its end, the graphics are pretty good. Everything's in this early 2000s art style, allowing for decent textures, character models, facial animations, and lighting effects. Lara herself looks more realistic than she has in the past, probably due to her not looking so pointy. Where the visuals really matter are in the climbing sections. Climbable surfaces are done in a way where you can tell that they're climbable while still looking fairly realistic to the rest of the setting. Legend is supported by cool sound effects, good voice acting, and a great musical score. It's a blend of action-packed beats for combat and grand movie-like music for exploring the various tombs. And that brings us into the first part of the gameplay. The platforming in this game is really top-notch. First of all, Legend has great controls. You can move Lara around in these 3D spaces easily, and the camera, though occasionally clunky, works great for the rest of the game. It's all a nice change from the tank controls of the older games in the series. In many ways, this feels like how Tomb Raider should have been all along. In that spirit, Lara comes with a grappling hook, which is assigned to one button, making platforming and puzzle solving all the more fluid. Tombs and enemy strongholds have great platforming sequences with careful timing and maneuverability, often having some of their own puzzles. And on the subject of puzzle solving, the game has great setups for that all throughout the adventure. You can scan all over a room to highlight important mechanisms and movable objects needed to proceed to the next part of a level. This serves as another means of brain exercise and testing your timing. Of course, there's a third aspect no Tomb Raider game is complete without, and that's combat. While it is fairly easy for the most part, it's well put together and fun to play. With several enemies attacking you at once, you can lock onto an enemy and blast him with your pistol, or other guns you manage to pick up from fallen foes, while you dodge bullets with flips, jumps, and rolls, as only Lady Croft can do. You can also mix things up by shooting other objects near enemies with a separate button to blow them up, or drop something on their heads, which is a nice addition in a game that likes to throw small armies at you. Seriously, that's especially true in these motorcycle sections, though shooting bad guys in vehicles alone isn't what makes these parts fun. It's shooting bad guys in vehicles plus making cool action movie jumps at high speeds, though sometimes dying from crashing is oddly easy to do at the point of annoyance. But for an added bit of cool on foot, certain melee attacks end with you jumping off a bad guy in slow motion for a chance to land some finishing bullets to the head. As you may expect, Lara kills a lot of henchmen in this game, but seems to kill a lot of animals too. Yeah, I know they attack as soon as they see you, but I'm still not sure how I feel about all the animal killing. Nah, screw it. It's only a game, so onward with the carnage and property damage.
I'm just doing my job.
But of course, as a game from 2006, it is littered with that 6th gen trait many of us are feeling tired of now, known as QuickTime events. Generally, the timed button pressing to tense action scenes is more entertaining than tedious, but the part I found the most annoying were the run away from danger parts. The camera angles and icons don't exactly make it clear right off the bat what you're supposed to do and if you're running the right direction, and by the time you figure everything out, you've likely been killed for the 3rd time. See, why couldn't those parts have more clear-cut instructions like, "Get to the chopper!" See, I understood that, even with the funny accent.
Fuck you.
Anyway, you also engaged in some epic boss fights throughout this adventure, fighting bosses from madmen with super weapons to big monsters. And these fights all test your reaction time and quick puzzle solving skills, as the methods for defeating the bosses become less obvious as you progress, though the clues on how to beat them are still in plain sight. As additional incentive to complete the game, Legend has some extra features too. You can run around Croft Manor, as is often the case, and you can also unlock bonus costumes by collecting artifacts hidden in all the levels. Then you can select any costume you've unlocked for Lara to wear in a previously completed level. This is all good incentive to further explore every level as carefully as you can. Tomb Raider Legend feels like the kind of game the series was meant to be. Smooth controls, fun action, and tombs that make you feel like a badass archaeologist rivaling Indiana Jones. This is definitely something Tomb Raider fans will have fun with, and for any Nintendo fans who haven't tried a Tomb Raider game, Legend is a great one to start with. Well, that's my review of Tomb Raider Legend. If you liked this review, check out my previous reviews of Freeze Me and Resident Evil Revelations for the Wii U. See you all next time.
There is more than one. Father, you were right.
What was that?
Keep yourselves caffeinated, lads. We've some work ahead of us.
Means we're still alive. Can't complain about that.